Good morning, everybody. We are live here at Evolve Global 22. I'm Dr. Debbie Bedoui, and I am coming just to speak a little bit this morning. So let's talk about it. Let's have a little chat. And I want to talk a little bit about alignment. And today, the idea is alignment and what we can do to achieve alignment. And I come from the perspective of the power of three: energy medicine, Ayurveda medicine, and herbal medicine. And we have a saying and we have a belief at Evolve Global: we are perfectly imperfect. And you know what? That is completely okay, because all of us are perfectly imperfect. And we should always be striving to achieve better and to level up, up, up. And, it's really, I like to do things very, very simply, very I like to make it easy, because life is a little bit hard sometimes. We have challenges, we have our own challenges, all of us have our stuff, and I like to simplify everything. The quote for today is from me, and it is: alignment is living as who you are, not who they expect. Alignment is living who you are and not what they expect. What does that mean? That means be true to you. Despite all the fears, despite anything you're told by anybody, always be true to you. And it's hard sometimes. It really is, because from childhood, we are taught certain things. Beliefs are embedded within us over years. And then when we get to adulthood and we start um, becoming our own independent selves, we start questioning, we start seeing things that perhaps do not align with what we've been taught, or things that don't make sense to us, and we go on a search. And my um, best advice that I can give you is to search deep within you, gain meaning and understanding of yourself, and then everything else sort of comes full circle, and the veils are lifted, and you can see clearly, and you can keep the beliefs and what has been encoded into you from childhood, and you can change the things that don't fit. Alignment of the body, mind, soul, and spirit. So let's talk about the body first. So every day I start with a shake. I was on yesterday. I put my shake in a cup so that it stays cold. And basically, I didn't show this yesterday, but I use this brand. And the reason and what caught my eye is only 5 ingredients. So I really like this brand. It's Truvani. It's very nice. I like the vanilla. That way I can put whatever I want in it. And remember, what we put in our bodies should be aligned with who we are, our natural selves. And that goes to Ayurveda philosophy, which is you're aligned with your Ayurvedic body type, which what that means is we all have the elements of fire, air, all of that within us, for example. And I'm giving you a very, very quick, simplified version. I teach this in other areas, but we're going to do simple, quick explanation. And what it is you align what you eat with your body type so that you can remain in balance. The digestive system is the fire, it's the engine of you. And if you are putting things in it that are not good for you, that are toxic, that are anti or not aligned with your body type, then you're going to slip into imbalance. And when we are imbalanced, it affects our physical state, our emotional state, and everything around us and within us. And it keeps us in a place where we don't feel that things are working so well and we don't feel well. So that is from an Ayurvedic perspective. That's why I start my day with a nice protein shake. It is vegetable based, for example. I don't use a protein based shake because I don't want to add any more animal protein to my diet other than what I eat as far as eggs, cheese, fish, meat, etc. And there's a reasoning behind that. There is a connection between sugar and protein feeding cancer cells. I threw sugar in there because that's a big one, but sugar and protein and feeding cancer cells or cells that have been damaged. Now, I'm not vegetarian, as I said before, many other times. However, I limit how much animal protein goes into my body. So I start with this shake. It's that plant-based protein with about a half a cup of vanilla almond milk, vanilla flavored almond milk. And I put a handful of blueberries, 3 or 4 strawberries, peanut butter, a big scoop of peanut butter. And today I added baby carrots. So I put in a handful of baby carrots, maybe 6 or 8 baby carrots. And then I put in about a half a cup of ice, and it is yummy. So the first message for today is for alignment. Put good things with high nutritional value into your system. Don't put things that weigh you down and make you heavy. Always put what makes you feel good in your body physically. I'm not talking about you eat a chocolate chip cookie and it makes you happy. No, I'm talking about once you eat something, what is the feeling? Take them a minute and see, do a check-in with yourself and see how you feel after you eat something. If you eat a huge dinner, for example, you overeat and it's all heavy food, meat and rice or potatoes or bread or whatever, and you're weighed down, what do you want to do? You want to slump down on the couch and go to sleep, or you start having digestive issues. Your system cannot keep up. And imagine we do this year after year after year after year for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. And then we wonder why chronic illness develops, why we have all these diseases that, frankly, modern medicine doesn't have answers for. So, first and foremost, alignment. You want to try to align with what you eat, what you put in your body, with your with what makes you feel well. Now, if you want more on Ayurveda, we can talk further, and you can reach out to me, and I can give you some insights, and I can give you some ideas. I do free consultations. We can talk about your body type. So my contact information is all out there. Reach out to me anytime. Now, the second thing is energy medicine. So what is alignment there? Well, alignment within the chakra system, that's the energy system of our body. That if you study the chakra system and you put it right up against the neurological anatomy body system from the brain all the way down, there's something called the vagus nerve. And you can see how all the intricate pathways of the neurosystem hook into or lead to the vagus nerve, which runs from your brain all the way down past your gut and down through your body, which if you align that If you align an image of that with the chakra system, they match, basically. So what does that mean? That means that we want to align energy, positive energies, good energies, so that we feel well. Well, how do we do that? We have practices, we have things that we do, meditation. We don't allow in when you meet somebody sometimes and their energy is off and you go like, whoa, this doesn't feel good. We politely move away because we don't want our energy field intermingled with an energy field that is not on a high vibration. For example, when somebody is angry and upset and we sit with them, suddenly we feel upset. Why? Because our energy field is being affected by their energy field. So we have to protect our energy. I use crystals. These are prayer beads. I use crystals. I have all sorts of things that I use. There are so many crystals out there. You know, everyone, every color, every type has a specific or a general impact. But that's another thing you can learn about when you work with me. So, you know, we want to protect our energy. We don't want energy vampires, for example. We want to protect our energy and we want to incorporate daily practices between breath work, between movement, between meditations, whatever we can do. I have meditations that can be done in the middle of a work day, 5 minutes, and then you're good to go again. There's meditations that are longer. There's just, we have to work at keeping our energy in check. So, alignment in our energy. What about our spirit and our soul? What about our alignment there? Well, I can tell you this and what I've learned. I've learned that if you don't have a relationship with the creator of all that is, I'm not talking religion. I adhere to Islam, which is the religion I adhere to. But when I talk about spirituality and when I talk about your relationship with God, we're talking about something that is not necessarily religious. It's incorporated in religion, but religion has additional things that, you know, we need to consider. But when it comes to your alignment and your soul and your spirit, what do you do every day to connect with your creator? And yes, I am talking about God. I believe in God. There is no way, after everything I have learned about this universe and how it works, there's no way that I could ever come to understand if anyone said there's no God, there's no creator, because it's beyond what I can understand. So I look at a tree, I look at flowers, I look at animals. I could be walking down the street and I just take a moment and I see something beautiful and I say, thank you, God. You know, I'm so grateful for this beautiful flower in the middle of the pavement. It just lifted my spirit today. It's as simple as that. We can do small, simple things to help us align our soul and spirit. And really, when you talk about alignment and and you're working at it, you're really working on you. So you learn about you learn about yourself inside, and then you develop practices and ideologies and understandings to be able to keep the inside, keep true to the inside, and keep it in alignment so that you can do wonderful, great things in the world and in your life. And you can really see and have clear vision so that you, when you have decisions to make, you can make good decisions. When you face a challenge, you can face it as a warrior and be strong. So alignment is so important. Alignment of the mind, body, soul, and spirit is so important. But guys, friends, I'm telling you, it takes work. And we all have problems at some time or other with that. We fall off on one side. We let something go. We get in a rut and we don't do some practices and we let things kind of spiral, and then things don't feel so well and we start becoming sick. Sick in the body, sick in the mind, sick in the spirit, sick in the soul. And what I'm saying, I'll tell you what I do when that happens to me. I don't act right. I don't act like myself. I don't function the way I should once that starts happening. And when now that I can recognize it, I always have something that I hold on to, and my something is prayer. I never completely leave prayer. As a Muslim, we pray our mandatory prayers 5 times a day. So I might miss, but I never let prayer go completely. That's one thing that I hold on to. And when other things fall off, because I hold on to that and I don't miss that completely, then I can get myself together and I can come back and I can say, oh, I haven't been doing this practice. Let's get it going again. I let this fall off. Let's get this going again. And I can recoup and recover. That's called being human. And let me tell you, if anybody ever tells you or makes you feel like they're perfection and that never happens to them, I'm sorry. I believe that's a lie. And maybe some people aren't intentionally lying, but they don't even realize it. That's why I say the veil, the veil. When you work at things, the veil is constantly lifted because we are so good at fooling ourselves, and we have to be careful. So don't let anybody tell you that it never happens to them, that they every single day this and they do this and this perfectly, and we are perfectly imperfect, all of us, and we all fall off sometimes. But have that one thing that you keep and you hold on to so that when you struggle, you latch onto that, continue that at minimum, and then you can get back on track and bring back whatever has fallen to the wayside. So alignment, my friends, is something that we must work at. It doesn't come easy. And I've had many people tell me at the beginning, this doesn't work, that doesn't work. It takes time. You have to trust the process. You have to trust the process. You have to be easy on yourself. You have to be patient with yourself. For example, if it took you 10 years to develop something that's really not good for you, do you think it's going to be corrected or put back in place or changed overnight? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It doesn't work that way. It takes time. Be patient with you. Be patient with you. That is my message today. Again, let's remember that alignment is living who you are, not who they expect. Alignment is living who you are and not what they expect. Don't let other people influence you or impact you negatively. Spread those wings and fly. Think about alignment. What are you doing every day to stay in alignment with you? Do you even know what you're aligning to when it comes to your physical body, for example? And I will leave you with that, my friends. Peace and light.